Well, welcome back, everyone, and good morning on this beautiful Saturday morning. I hope everyone had a terrific weekend. So far, a great weekend. Temperatures are actually on the nice and warm side as you're heading out the door this morning. And this is really going to be our last warm day that we see for a while, even as we head into next week, just due to a cold front that's going to be making its way through late this afternoon. Yesterday, we got very close to that record set back in 2005 of 88 degrees, but we only saw 86 degrees, but still very warm temperatures. Today, what's in my forecast is the low 80s. I'm Weather Impact Team meteorologist Jaden Knowles, and thank you so much for joining in. Let's take a look outside and see how things are looking so far. But first, we got that history lesson. October 4th, 2004, several small tornadoes touched down near Brighton, Bar Lake, and Hudson in Adams and Southern Weld counties, and that was all the way back in 2004. Luckily, we're not expecting anything like that today, but we are expecting maybe some stronger storms, especially in the high country and also towards the northeastern portions of the state. Here's Aspen. You can see nice and beautiful conditions. People are out and about. It's just a beautiful day so far. You can see those nice color of the leaves, but Winter Park Resort is nice and beautiful as well. But you definitely see those storms already making its way, moving in. That's the reason you're seeing the mostly cloudy conditions now. About an hour ago, there was more sunshine out there. But here in downtown Denver, we are seeing the low 70s as you're heading out the door. Winds are nice and calm as of right now, but they will switch to gusty conditions, talking about close to 40 miles per hour. We're going to see a mix of sun and clouds and mainly mostly cloudy conditions once we head into the evening hours. But this morning, lots and lots of sunshine. We should see the low 80s today. 82 is my official high for this afternoon. Here's your forecast of highs across the entire state. The upper 80s for the eastern plains, 50s and 60s in the high country, and then also the low 70s for the western slope. Here's live radar. You can see very active towards the western slope and also the high country. And noticing the eastern plains and here in the metro area, we're nice and dry right now, but totally different what's going on towards the west. Let's take a closer look, though. Telluride, you can see about 10 to 11,000 feet above in elevation. That's where you're seeing those snow showers, and that has been consistent really throughout most parts of the morning since 6 a.m. Lake City and Telluride, as I mentioned, that's where you're seeing that. And then a little bit further up towards the north near Grand Junction, you're seeing scattered showers and thunderstorms, maybe a couple of rumbles of thunder. Meeker, you saw a couple of stronger storms earlier this morning, but luckily nothing severe so far, and maybe even a mixture near Steamboat Springs. But here in the metro area, we're nice and dry, and I really don't have a lot of rain in my forecast as we head into the afternoon hours. Maybe a stray shower or two, but that's really about it. Here's your severe thunderstorm risk. There is a level 2 risk, mainly towards the northeastern portions of the state, including Sterling. And the reason we have this severe thunderstorm risk today is because of those damaging winds. I told you already we're going to see gusty conditions from that cold front, but overall with the storm activity that we're seeing in the high country, that could be strong enough to see some damaging winds, maybe to cause some damage to some items that you own, or cause some disruptions driving along I-70 today. So just be mindful of that and stay weather aware throughout the afternoon hours, because here's your Futurecast on what to expect. Continuing scattered showers and thunderstorms, but through lunchtime near Steamboat Springs, Glenwood Springs. You might even see some snow at the higher elevations there, Montrose, and then even down towards the San Juan Mountains. But that's going to continue to track towards the northeast. But then we're going to see those downsloping winds, and that's the reason we're not going to see as much as in rain activity here in the metro area, just because of those downsloping winds. They're going to kind of kill off those storms before they reach it here in Denver. Here's a closer look at it. This is 1 p.m. You can see maybe a stray shower trying to make its way into Douglas County, but that's really about it for our rain chances. The heavier rain will stay off towards the west of us into the foothills, parts of Winter Park, and even Boulder. You might see a couple of stray showers and then maybe some snow by 5 o'clock this afternoon at the higher elevations near the foothills. But that's going to continue to track towards the east and then also towards the eastern plains by 7:30 this evening. As far as rain totals, not that much, because as I mentioned, we're not going to see that much here in the metro area, but for the high country and the western slope, this is great news, because you guys are still in that extreme drought in those locations, so you're needing the much beneficial rain. And then another wave of rain as we head into Sunday evening, which is going to get close to about half an inch near Winter Park and Fort Collins. So that's some great news there to help us out with that drought. As far as our wind gust forecast, you can see by 3 p.m. it is going to be whipping out there. A bad hair day. Pack the hairspray, because That's the time the cold front will be making its way through. And behind that front, you can see gusts close to 40 miles per hour near Evergreen, here in Denver, near Golden. And then watch what happens. We're not done with the wind just quite yet, especially in the foothills. As we head into late tonight, early tomorrow morning, gusts close to 50 to 60 miles per hour in Allens Park. So that can cause some damage. Just definitely be mindful of that. Overnight lows tonight will be very chilly behind that front. 26 in Gunnison, 25 in Leadville. We'll see 48 right here in Denver. But then as we head into tomorrow, much cooler temperatures. You're going to see me wearing a turtleneck because I cannot wait to wear turtlenecks. And it's going to be much cooler than what we saw the last 2 days. Remember, we saw 86 yesterday, and what's forecasted for today is 82. So 68 degrees as the high, 50s and 60s in the high country, low 70s for the western slope, and really just 60s and 70s across the entire state tomorrow. As far as our rain chances, they're going to start around 3 p.m., mainly along the foothills and then north along the I-25 corridor. And then we'll start to see our rain by 6 p.m. here in Denver. And that should continue until we head into early parts of Monday morning. The rest of your 7-day forecast looks amazing. I mean, I think this is going to be the pattern shift that we see as we head into the fall, into the beginning of October, I should say, into the latter parts of October. But so far, though, you can see the low 60s for the rest of the week. Not that many rain chances. Could see a straight shower maybe by Wednesday, but then gradually start to warm back up Thursday and Friday into next week. But I hope everyone enjoys your Saturday and just really get out there and stay safe, of course, with the gusty conditions. You also got to watch for those fire danger, elevated risk with these gusty conditions and warm temperatures. But if you're heading to the high country, maybe to Leaf Peep, I would definitely pack the poncho. It's not going to be a great day out there in the high country just because of these showers and thunderstorms. But overall, I'm Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Jaden Knowles, and thank you so much for joining.